Okay, I'm going to try to sum up this trip I took, like cost-wise and expenses and stuff. I started out in Ohio and went up through Michigan, visited some family up there, went up to the UP, Pictured Rocks, Marquette, went up to Copper Harbor, the first place I had to pay for camping, then across Wisconsin, up Minnesota, all the way to the Northwest Angle. It was a fantastic trip, but it cost a little bit of money, and we're going to talk about that part of it. The first place I stayed that wasn't family was Kiewit Inn Casino, 30 and 50 amp service, free, no cost. Trying to keep my costs down on this trip. My next camping was also free at Ojibwa Casino in Marquette. This place is awesome, one of my favorites. I not only didn't have to pay anything for 30 and 50 amp service, I ended up leaving there making about 85 bucks or so. So again, free camping with power, keeping the pets safe. Can't be beat. So the first place I paid to camp was at Fort Wilkins State Park in Copper Harbor. I think it was 70 bucks for 2 nights. The next stop was a nice little campground in Wisconsin at 20 bucks a night, 40 bucks for 2 nights. Next was the Northwest Angle, the northernmost point in the lower 48. It was a great place to go. I stayed at Young's Bay Resort. I planned on 2 days. It ended up being 5 days because of the water pump. 25 bucks a day turned into $125 that I don't regret. So my total camping expenses turned out to be about 255 bucks, including this $20 at a casino that I didn't win any of their money back. But overall, for about a month, I think $255 is pretty good on camping expensive. You know, pets in the summer, they need AC. So on the trip back, I took a similar, slightly different way back. But I drove a long way, and let's talk about that part of it. Okay, so I tracked my mileage, and this trip was 2,769 miles. And over that, I averaged 14.6 miles a gallon. And doing my quick math, that ended up being about $400 going into the gas tank to keep Cousin Eddie going. Since the Go-Go Juice price varied, I tried to guesstimate, and I think I probably went a little high, but about 400 bucks.
All right, 98,845 is what I came back with. Going to get
a mechanic to get things figured out.
All righty, I'm gonna get Eddie all checked out, oil change.
I knew I was having suspension issues that I was trying to tell myself weren't as bad. Thought they were shocks, but they weren't.
Well, YouTubers, more problems. In fact, luckily I made it here. I was having suspension noises that I was worried about, and the ball joint is gone again. It says I ain't driving it. You can see the lean in the tire, so apparently I'm gonna have to change the control arm. We'll see. I don't know when I'm gonna get charged, because again, this will be the 3rd time that's been done.
I think it was going bad, and then I hit that one major terrible bump, and it just finally messed it up. You can see here that that's what a bad ball joint looks like. It just kept getting worse, and that last drive to the mechanic sealed it.
I'll talk over it, but went for the oil change. They checked the water pump, all that looks good, but I had an issue. I knew I was having some suspension problems, and that damn ball joint was bad again. I had to replace the entire control arm, which includes the ball joint. So because this is like the 2nd or 3rd time, he felt bad and only charged me for the part, so I didn't have to pay for any labor, which they did super quick. While the part was being delivered, they removed the old one, and the part got here, and honestly, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So now, Eddie's got brand new control arms, both sides. Hopefully we don't have to worry about this for a while. Have a great, wonderful day.
YouTubers, I've actually been back longer than it may seem, and getting the last little bits of junk off of Cousin Eddie here from the drive all the way up to UP, Wisconsin, Northwest Angle, Minnesota. And yeah, just been taking me a while to try to catch up on those videos, but I'm prepping this because I'm getting ready to get moving again. Gonna get the RV out there, and not as much driving on this one. I'm going to a destination. Gonna do some camping again. I guess RVing, because I'm gonna have power. But maybe I'll make some more videos of it. Alright, all is well. The control arm replacement has held up and everything's good. The trip was probably more expensive with maintenance costs by the time I got back, and had to pay for that. It can add up, but he's all good now. Gonna get them cats from hiding under the bed and under the sofa and put them in the RV one of these days here. Alright, have a great and wonderful day.